Hi! I am going through con withdrawal right now. I guess my last convention was Unplugged Expo at the beginning of October, and my last big Comic-Con was Fan Expo at the end of August. And my next convention is KatsuCon, which takes place Valentine's Day weekend. That's 4 months until my next convention, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I just want to be at Comic-Con. But in order to put off this con withdrawal, I thought I would reminisce about the good old con memories, specifically the embarrassing ones, because I have a ton of weird, embarrassing stories from conventions. So let's think back to the early days of Anime North. Okay, so the first story that I had was when I cosplayed Black Gold Saw from Black Rock Shooter. It's essentially just a pleather black bikini, a jacket, short shorts, boots, and some horns, and it was like my first big cosplay because she has a massive sword. So I actually had a group for this, and it was really fun, and we all looked really cool, except for the fact that I had massive underboob for like the entirety of that convention. So I had this black bikini thing on, and it had slid up, so about a third of my underboob was showing, and no one told me about it. Friends, look out for friends' underboobs, okay? Friends don't let friends have underboob. Okay, yeah, so another year at Anime North. This is a story that sticks out to me because it's really funny, but I was cosplaying Sui Sachie from Rosa Maiden, except this time I had revamped my cosplay, so I had the wig, I had everything, it was really good. I was waiting in line to use the washroom by the artist alley, and some girl came up to me and she was very excited because she was a fan of Rosa Maiden and she wanted to get a picture of me, but at that moment a girl had come out of the stall, so I said, okay, you can take a picture of me afterwards, thinking that she was going to leave the washroom and wait for me to come out. So I went into the stall and she stood there, and then the entire time that I was in the stall she was waiting for me, and when I came out I'd opened the door and she took a picture of me. And then she said thank you and then left. So that means that somewhere on the internet there's a picture of like 16-year-old me dressed as a doll opening a washroom door looking very confused as to why this girl took a picture of me coming out of the toilet. Why? Okay, so Fan Expo. One year I was cosplaying Mako from Vocaloid, and I was cosplaying her Synchronicity version outfit, which is pretty fun. So I was with a bunch of friends, and we spotted this one really attractive Superman cosplayer, and we were like, oh hey, let's go ask for photos with him. So we went over and asked for a picture. So I went over to him for the photo, and then he just princess lifted me, which really threw me off, because if you guys already know, I've said it a bunch of times, I'm very stretchy and I have long limbs. And he picked me up, and unless you're physically larger and much taller than me, it does not look right. I've got an issue with being princess lifted because I don't look good when I'm being princess lifted. In my mind, I'm just thinking, why am I being held by this attractive Superman? Okay, so another story from the most recent Fan Expo. I recently met a cosplayer I really liked. He was a cool guy. I really looked up to his stuff. But I got really nervous meeting him in person. When I meet people at conventions, especially cosplayers that I look up to, I get very nervous and I start like nervous sweating, and I just like my mind just kind of fries out because I don't know how to react. And I got really into what he was saying to the point where I was just staring him in the eye and then I wasn't blinking. And then I realized that I was staring like into his soul. I was probably freaking him out. So I changed the direction of where I was staring, and that happened to be at his crotch. So for like a minute I was just staring very intensely at his crotch, and then I realized, and then my face went insanely red, and I hope he didn't notice. I was just very, very nervous, okay? Another really funny thing happened to Emily and I when we were walking back. We were staying over at our friend's house, and we'd just been wearing our Sailor Moon cosplays all day, so we were both in heels. And when you're in heels for a few hours and you're not used to wearing heels, your feet will shut down. So we were trying to walk back to our friend's apartment, except we couldn't do it. So we were clomping down the street because our feet felt like fire. Our feet had become lava. I'm pretty sure there was like a Blue Jays game or something going on. We kind of walked out away from the convention and we were in normal people territory, and they saw these two girls dressed as Sailor Scouts clomping down the street because we couldn't feel our feet anymore. So what I want to know from you guys is if you have any embarrassing or funny convention stories, make sure to go down in the comments and tell me, because I love reading that type of stuff. I'm also very active over here, so you should go check that out, and also click that subscribe button and check out my other videos because I've got something very special happening at the end of the month. But yeah, I will catch you guys around. See ya!